Hi everybody, this is Dr. Lewis at Coastal Wellness in Lisbon, and if you are someone that's injured your back recently or in the past and you've had problems with it for a while and you're looking to strengthen it, I'm going to show you some of the more basic exercises that we would introduce into the spine or to the body as we start to rehabilitate issues in the lower back, especially if we're dealing with weakness, so we want to improve strength in that area. Here's what we're going to go through. These aren't done in any necessarily particular order, although I'm going to try to do them from more like simple to more complex. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you wouldn't be able to start with the more complex versions, where you just start exercising as long as you were working on technique, as long as you were focusing on progressing yourself slowly with the right amount of weight, the right amount of resistance. But we're going to start with more simple forms, then I'll work my way up to the more complex ones, all right? So let's get into it. First will be a glute bridge. So we're just have the legs flat here on the floor, and then we're just going to lift up, squeezing the glute. You're going to feel the lower back contract here, and we're going to come back down. Again, lift up, hold. Most of the weight that I'm feeling here coming from my heels or the mid to posterior part of my foot. And my glutes are turning on as I do this. Okay. Next, we're going to go into a bird dog. So this is kind of a neutral crawling position. I'm just going to lift this leg and the opposite arm, and I'm going to hold that position. So I'm just going to lift, and I can feel my lower back muscle turning on here, and I'm going to come back down. You're also going to get some core activation, of course, while you're doing all these, and back down. So you can hold for 5 to 8 seconds at a time, and then repeat. Okay. From here, we're going to go into just a very simple prone leg lift, and back down, leg lift, and back down, or we can do a full kind of Superman lifting up. If you were going to advance this, the arms coming up forward and then relaxing. Up, squeezing everything and relaxing. I don't love this one because it's just short range of motion that we go into, but for some people, this can be a really good place to start, okay? So next thing we're going to do some hinging movements. I'm just going to basically come to my knees. I'm going to keep my spine in more or less a neutral position. I'm going to push the knees into the floor. I can play around with the width of my knees here. I can widen them a little bit. You're going to find whatever's comfortable for you. So I'm going to push the knees into the floor. My glutes are going to come forward, and I'm going to lift up. And I'm coming forward. My glutes shift backwards, and I come back up. At no point do I lose my balance and need to put my hands down. I'm just doing this nice and slow. You can add a weight here if you needed to, or if you wanted to. And you can also sort of play around by shifting your weight a little bit more to the right, a little bit more to the left, giving your body comfort, or making your body comfortable with maybe not being perfectly in center. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do is just a basic hinge with a weight. So, starting from our feet, I have a weight in my hands, maybe a little bit heavier if it would be necessary, but I'm going to shift my hips backwards. Okay, the weight's going to come all the way down, and I'm going to come up, I'm going to squeeze my butt together at the top. Shift my hips backwards. I can feel a lot of tension in my hamstrings and my lower back when I do this, but it's equally distributed. And then coming back up, okay? That's a good place to start. Let me know if you have any questions, but those are some basic rehab exercises to introduce to the lower back for developing extension strength, all right? Could be beneficial for you if you are recently dealing with low back pain, but either way, if you're not sure what the cause of that low back pain is or what the source is, please have it evaluated. We don't want to be throwing kind of just anything at it to see what sticks. But yeah, any questions, let me know. And if you need an evaluation on your back, please book in with us. Yeah, anyway, have a good week, everybody.